Going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well out there. Let me just wait for the notifications to get sent out, possibly, maybe. Let me know if you can hear me and see me and all that great stuff. Um, I'm going to keep pushing some buttons. Where's what do? There we go. Just pushing some buttons. All right. Let me see if we're live. Let me see if the chat's working. Let me see if all this stuff is working. I had to constantly like bounce between channels just to see if notifications get sent out. Um, I hope you guys are doing well. We're just doing a quick little update. Let me see. View channel. Are we lagging? All right, there we go. Yo, Night Kiss, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well out there, brother. My goodness. As promised, guys, we will have a reaction to Wes Anderson's newest song out. Our interview drops at 12:30 on Saturday. So, Ellen, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. Good to have you in here. I hope your day or night or morning. You heard it from last. Sweet. Doing bad today. I'm sorry to hear that, Night Kiss. But yeah, no, it's pretty. Oh no, that's not good, man. That's not good. Focus on getting better as you can. But no, so we did something different. I wanted to test things out. You guys know how we have many channels under this umbrella, right? And we have the music channel. And so I wanted to see how it was affecting, how it was going, what the effect was on streaming 24 hours straight. So this is the first time I'm kind of back in the office, and I'm going to look at the numbers. Antibiotics for my foot. Oh man. Well, hopefully they do their job. Hopefully they work, man. Hopefully you are on the right road to recovery. Anessa, good to see you. It's been a while. Hope you've been doing well. So I set up this live stream, not this one, over on Arius Nation, the artist channel, right? The music channel. And I was always wondering how people were able to constantly stream 24/7, because I see those channels all the time in my feed. Maybe not promoted up, maybe not promoted to me like right in my face, but I see them while I'm scrolling, right? And I was just curious, and I was like, I wonder if we could do the same thing, not for Arius Nation, or not for Arius Nation, not Arius and the Nation. I made that whole hiccup myself. So for any of you guys that are interested in the analytics, this is kind of like a push buttons stream, right? Our channel over there is small but steadily growing. So shout out to any and all of you that have jumped over there to show support on that channel, because that is a fun channel that helps me just decompress. And honestly, it's the channel that I have time for, because I can handle that. It's not stressful like having to schedule reactions and having to schedule that time it takes to do an upload. So we're gonna check out some stats. Let's see if I can bring it up. So currently, think of how many episodes you can do. Yeah, dude. No, not me, man. Not me, bro. There's Night Kiss, dude, love you to death, man. We'll get there, but I'm not racing towards it. You know, I'm not racing towards it, dude. They already have Sabaton is actually one of those bands that has one of the 24 hours of music constant on a loop. It's like Sabaton, I think Epica has one too. So I was just curious to see how it would affect a small channel, how it could possibly like grow a channel or be have an adverse effect on the reach. You know, this is all stuff that I'd like interest me behind the scenes. So I want to nerd out. I want to nerd out with you guys. Cheers, Jackson's jerseys. Hope you're well. And Barnesy, always good to see you win. So we're gonna check this out. So how do I do this? Let's go. I have you start working. I start working 15. Alan, no worries. This is going to be saved. I'm not going to be deleting this because I'm not frozen yet. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. I'm not frozen yet. So we'll see. We'll see if this stream does well. But here we go. Let me share the screen. So check that out. So this stream has been going for I don't know, guys. What Ali, Ellen, I've seen you guys over there. What how long? Like 2 days? 2 days? And what it does is I don't understand what happens to the stream after 20. It's like 24 hours. It resets. And I think Ellen and Ali, and I think someone else, I think it's Rocco from the gaming community, from Philness GT, they got notified that there was like a new stream, which is it's the same loop. It's the same 24/7 loop. I think currently right now we have, I believe, 9.5 hours of like background music is what it is. It's just mellow, whatever it is, music. Just copyright free, by the way, guys. Yeah. If it's one of the Sabaton ones, man, you just let me know. Dude, of course. It's been 2 days. And so what it does is it splits my videos every 24 hours, it seems. It splits my videos. And I don't know, because usually what happens is that a live stream, there's no rewatch value to a live stream, usually, at least on the analytics side. You know, you guys could disagree, but, you know, I feel like YouTube as a whole doesn't push out live streams that have ended. So what ends up happening with live streams is that it becomes this black hole of engagement, right? And I'm on the firm believers, like early on in a channel, when you do live streams, it helps small growing channels get the few, little bit of watch hours, right? But then let's say already established channels, a little bit bigger channels, that becomes a black hole of engagement if that's not like your thing, right? Early on this channel, about 2 years ago, I would consider us a live channel, where we went live every day around, I think, coffee time or tea time for me, right in the morning. And so that was that was how we started. And a lot of, maybe some of you, the OGs, I know Barnesy was there at the very beginning of it all, the chair stream, the Ron Vogel stream. But look, live streams after the fact become this negative. It's like it counts against the numbers. I don't watch live streams except for specific videos. Yeah, I get that. And that's like 99% of people on YouTube, unless it's like, see, so it like, that's why I love doing our premieres or interviews as premieres, because it still has that live feeling, where we can engage with whoever's watching. but at the same time, at the end of that premiere, it kicks it out into like a regular video release, like a regular video drop. So it's in a different spot, I feel like, on YouTube. So it's just interesting to see this. I've never tried to tackle a 24-hour stream. And it's interesting. Like this channel has, hold on. What is our current count? Hold on. Let me see. Our current count is 268 subscribers. So it's a relatively small channel in a relatively small reach. So we were getting some traction with like the individual drops of songs that were part of different projects, right? And it's just interesting to see the difference. So right here on the screen, look, we have so far we've streamed on this current one, we've streamed 17 hours on this new version of this 24-hour stream, right? And we have 85 views and 15 hours of watch time. And for a small channel, that's I feel like that's pretty good. Do the hours add up when the new live starts? Now, see, this is something that I don't know. I don't know what it does with I think they all do count towards the overall hours, because guys, if you're starting a YouTube channel, you're starting that grind, there's a couple different ways to get into, let's say, the partner program. There's like what Spence calls like the partner program light version. I don't know if that's changed any. You know what? Let me see. I'll tell you. Look, I'll tell you. I'll show you guys what's happening. Let's do how do I do it? Let me do this. Let me try to find it. Let me click buttons, because I think this is important. I think this is interesting to see how it all goes. There is a what? Okay, so check this out. So that's new. So wow, see, guys, YouTube changes, man. YouTube changes. That's wild. I don't understand what that means. All right, look, check this out. Let me do it again. Check this out. All right, look, so we're there. 268. I guess it's 500. It used to be 1,000. It used to be 1,000 subscribers, and so okay, they dropped it 1,000. They dropped it 1,000 hours. So now I guess you have to have 500 subscribers and a minimum of 3,000 watch hours. Like I didn't know when I popped this up, I didn't know that they had reduced it, because listen, when we started Embrace the Suck 21, that bar was set at 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers before you got put into a partner program. This is interesting. This is new. And look, all you guys that are like shorts, YouTube shorts, those are all classified in a different category on YouTube. Like this, you got to have, I guess you got to have at least 500 subscribers and one of the following, right? So you got, I guess, for this eligibility, you got to have 500, at least 3 video uploads in the last 90 days. And then you have to have at least one of these 2 things. So 52, you have to upload 52 valid public shorts views. And that has to be, look at this, 3 million. I don't know if you guys can see that. Look at, oh, yeah, hold on. Let me hide the chat real quick. Look at that. 3 freaking million. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's wild. Shorts is nuts. Well, shorts is a whole different type of beast. You know, shorts are different. But I feel like if you have like a short, well, our interviews, I break them up into shorts. But if you guys see this, it doesn't add to the channel's overall. I don't know if it's watch hours. I don't know. This is all different, guys. This is the newest channel that's currently in the hunt right now. So that's something completely different. But look, that's so it does it add towards the hours? I think it does, Alan. To answer your question, it does count towards the watch hours. Um, it all counts towards the watch hours. I was just very interested because every time we do a live, we that live gets saved as obviously as a live, but I don't think it happened with our 24/7 stream. I don't think it happened on our 24/7 stream, which is interesting. Hold on, let me go back. Let me go back real quick because it's a different level of partner program. Cheers, Wolf. Hope you're doing well. Doesn't bother me. I don't know. I think maybe in this day and age, I think it is. I think it does. I'm very confused. I'm very confused. Oh, wait. What is this? What is this? Earn on YouTube. All right, hold on. Here, we'll do this. We'll do this. Let me share this. I didn't scroll down far enough. Hold on. All right, check this out. So, eligibility to what though? So I guess the ability for memberships and stuff. So okay, I digress. It hasn't changed. This is I would say the light program, the partnership light, right? Partnership light is 500 subscribers, 3,000 watch hours. But then you go full partner program right here. And here we are back at the old school, 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. So there you go. That kind of answers my question. It hasn't changed. So in order for us to cross the threshold, just to get in I guess our foot in the door, right? That's the bar. That's the lowest bar right there. But to go full-fledged YouTubery, that's this. That's right here. 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours, and at least 10 million views on shorts. Then when you're talking, you get better figures than when you're talking. I don't know, man. That's pretty crazy, Gary. Good to have you in, man. Good to have you in. So that's that. That's that. And it's pretty nuts though. It's pretty crazy how it all compiles, because I don't know what it does. I don't know what it does to the live stream. It's a massive file. I don't think they're going to be able to upload 24 hours of a video. I just don't think so. Are there 24-hour long videos on YouTube? I'm not even sure. I thought there was a limit. My thing is, I feel like it has to save the live somewhere. Because if it didn't, then the hours are gone. So that's wild. Let me see the content on this channel. I'll walk you guys through this too. Let me see. I'll walk you through this craziness. You know, this is all give you guys behind the scenes. Let me nerd out. This is for me. This is what is interesting, the most interesting of YouTube and all the numbers and stuff. This is where I nerd out. So here we can check out our live. These are all of our uploads so far. We have a lot of uploads of different types of sounds. Um, let's go to live streams. So so check this out. Let me make this big. Um, so I think it's trying to upload it. So check. Okay, let me make it bigger. Let me make this bigger. So let me hide the chat. So I don't know if you guys can see this. This one that's I'm highlighting right here, the one that's blinking. If you can see underneath it, it's processing and will begin shortly. That's 24 freaking hours. And then this one above it, it's 100% live right now. It's on as we're doing this. But yeah, that's that. 24 hours. 24 hours and 9 minutes. You know, it's wild. It's definitely wild. See, and this is the part where I had to get back in the office. And I guess this is a current tally right here. That's different than yesterday's. So it's interesting to me. Or most of them are music though. Yeah. No, then that's pretty much it, man. Well, 24 hours, dude. So 24 hours of streaming. I had to set up a third party. I had to go through a third party to I had to set it up via a third party so it can keep looping it, right? Because there's no way in hell. I don't think YouTube has that anywhere. At least I didn't see it anywhere. So yeah, it's all that stuff is pretty freaking interesting to me. You know, and this is why I love YouTube, and this is why I love like the analytics on this side of stuff, because we can see how things affect up and coming channels, and you know, this all gives us credibility as to like what we say when we talk. You know, we bring on a lot of different types of musicians on here, right? And seeing this stuff like firsthand, playing with this stuff, like different releases, different styles of releases, different styles of videos, not necessarily music wise, but I'm talking about like videos and the analytics that those videos get, opposed to different thumbnails. And it's pretty interesting. That have to restart every 12 hours. But you see, so Wolf, I think that is that's when you have like a subject, like right here. Like I could probably only do this for 12 hours. I think they cap it out at 12 hours. All right, Alan, no worries, no worries. Have a great day at work. Thank you for being in as always. And then what happens is I think I could technically put all of our interviews on a loop as well on this channel. I feel like we could do a lot of we could compile a list like that. That would be massive though. That would be a huge undertaking. It took me maybe like 2.5 hours to set up the 24/7 music live stream, but we're shooting. You said my analytics, you're showing good info there. I need to look. It's all interesting. Like coming from a channel with the 134, 35, 36K, seeing those analytics, seeing Aries to the Nations analytics before we got deleted, right? That was because those numbers were happening. Every video had its own little miniature algorithm it was in somehow, some way. But after we got deleted and seeing the numbers after that is pretty interesting too. It's seeing both of these worlds. Like now we're trying to grow on that channel, and it's going to be interesting to see the journey that it takes and seeing the numbers and the trends of what it does. To me, I love that stuff. I love tapping in. I love tapping into that stuff. I just the number side of it always has fascinated me. You know, because granted, like you know that more people are going to just hover and watch and not subscribe, or leave a comment but not subscribe. And it's an interesting thing of like what it takes. And some people are watching content on their like on their TV. I don't know how easy it is to I've never watched YouTube on my TV. Can you still subscribe to a channel when you're watching it on TV, or is it just like there you don't engage? I doubt you could be in the chat. Are those that are train journeys from start to finish? Scandinavian, not Moldovan. Oh, gotcha. No, well, me too. And that's one of those things where I'm just like, how if those kinds of videos, the lengths of those videos fascinate me. The whole thing, because we've been kneecapped a bunch of times on different channels here. Just seeing this side of things and seeing how what engages, what draws, what because I'm guilty of it myself, especially with new channels that I find. I'm finding channels that by I'm finding channels from like 2 years ago, when like their videos are getting suggested to me from like 2 years ago. So you hit a subscribe, like what does it take to subscribe? I think subscribe is pretty easy, because you're not going to get bothered with notifications from that channel. I know that. I know that firsthand, that I'm pretty sure you guys may or may not have gotten notifications. I don't know. I've given up on notifications. But yeah, no, it's interesting to see this channel in its fledgling state, and seeing what it takes, and seeing the analytics of different uploads, and carving out that niche, not the 24/7 live stream, because after we hit those marks, I don't know if that's something that you guys like or can zone out to. It's 100% background music. Leave the music theory and the lyric breakdown at home. But I feel like it will appeal to people that, let's say, are gaming for a long time, where they can't share the audio of the game because that's copyrighted. This is pretty much this channel, the Arius Nation channel, is pretty much my pickaxe to the copyright nonsense. I'm watching via PS5 on TV. If I already watched them, interesting. Count as 2 views, right? I'm watching via PS5 on TV, but commenting via phone. Maybe. I'm not even sure how that works. I haven't gone that deep yet. But possibly. Maybe. I would assume so. I would assume it's 2 different devices. It would be 2 different locations. So I'm assuming so. I'm not sure. But that's what that is. All this stuff. I was in the live stream of the Arius Nation 24/7 live stream, and I was telling the comment section that I would break down what I see on this end of things, with the analytics, because it's new to me. And if I can be transparent with this stuff, a fledgling tiny channel on the hunt, then I'm there for it. But yeah, this helps gamers and people that stream stay away from copyrighted music. They need something where it can't just be silence in the background. This definitely helps. That's the reason I have this. YouTube created the umbrella. YouTube created the footprint out of necessity. Not if YouTube promoted all different types of content on one channel, that would be different. We would have a one-stop shop for all of our different type of reactions, but that's not the case. It kind of it doesn't like an eclectic catalog of videos. It's like keeps you in this one spot. Therefore, that's why we have the Rec Nation, Arius in the Nation, Stories to the Nation, Unplugged Nation, and Arius Unplugged right now. The notifications for War Mappers. I follow yours not so often. Maybe YouTube is like Bob Hope. Yeah, maybe, and that's what it is. That's what it is. It's like you have to play around with like titles and gotchas and stuff and thumbnails too. It's unfortunate, but I get that too, Gary. Like it's all I have to scroll a while before I get to any sort of like positive stuff, and I make sure I subscribe to mainly positive things. At least on some of the profiles that I have. I've just tons of channels, but yeah, no, that's there, guys. That's there. Arius Nation is my pickaxe for the copyright nonsensory that is going all over YouTube right now. And that's funny because I'm not plugged. I don't game. I'm not in that world of gaming, but I mean, it's definitely giving them a decent tool for staying away from copyrighted stuff. Because trust me, I know all about copyright stuff. It sucks. Takes the fun out of it. Takes the fun out of it. Yeah, no, you can. Like, there's times a lot of our friends, in fact, a lot of our friends that we've talked to on the channel, I've had to unsubscribe from and resubscribe and turn on the notifications in order to start getting their videos suggested. I don't get notifications even though the bell's on, but just to get videos suggested from their channels. And again, the videos that are suggested are like 2 years old, maybe. They're a lot older videos, and I don't understand. I don't understand what's wrong with it. It's absolutely crazy. But it's a fun side project that I'm doing. It's like an interesting test, and there's copyright free tunes. And I know on that channel we've gained a lot of momentum and traction, pun intended. One, shout out to Ali for introducing our channel over there to the gaming community. Much love to you. But I've because of that, it's being used, it's being pushed out, and a lot more people are being free to stream their games without the in-house music that is copyrighted. So, wins all around. I don't think maybe we haven't done this long enough, in order for me to gauge properly, or maybe I don't have enough data just yet to draw or formulate a solid conclusion. Because the last video hasn't even processed. Tori, what's going on? Hope you're well. Good to see you in. Tori, we gotta carve out a date to get you on the channel to have a talk. It's been almost a year, I think. So we have to make that happen. Hope you're doing well. Always good to see you in. So I don't think we have enough data just yet, until this stuff uploads and I can see what YouTube decides to do with the video. I won't know. I won't know what the stats are. I won't know. It's just very loose because I think until the video finishes processing, I don't know what's happening. So it's just an interesting. Oh, Tori, you hit 60K. That's freaking awesome, dude. Congrats, guys. If you guys don't know who Tori is, make sure you go check her channel out. She is on the hunt, and she has an awesome community and an awesome channel. They're there. I get them when I'm off. They're there for me when I get on. Yeah, I gotcha. 100%. I can only phone so much at work. I'm working. So I still do the 9 to 5, and I still try to be as unplugged as possible at work, right? But on like my lunchtime, stuff like that, on my break time, I get to check out some stuff that's happening. But this is something that's interests me, and I think that I really think that this is a fun tool, not just for me. And if I can carve out a spot to help gamers and streamers that possibly want to stay away from copyrighted free music for a long time. If these live streams are able to get processed and saved as its own individual live stream, holy shit, that's 24 hours and 9 minutes of uninterrupted music for your background noise. That's crazy. I don't know how long this is going to take because we're nearing the end of the next round. So at 11:30 p.m. East Coast time, that's when that live stream kicks back into the other the I don't know, the streams, the past streams, because there's one that says live now and live replay. So I don't know, and you know what? And I don't know if I can unlist it. I don't know if I can unlist the live replay. And I don't know what that does to the video either. So it's just this is all interesting to me. It's just like we have to find out. The best way to figure it out is to go through it and jump out of the plane without a parachute. You know, it would be nice. I hope it does. I'm not pushing my luck when it comes to how fast it uploads. You know, it takes a while for my system to upload and save just a regular reaction, or maybe a live. A regular live takes until, like, for me, the following day is when all the numbers are like compiled and locked in. And that's about an hour. So it takes about a day for an hour. So what is that? 24 hours. When does that end? Holy crap. So yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see what comes of this. It should be interesting. We do have more instrumental albums coming probably within the week. And I want to try. So what I want to do is I want to add to the existing, because right now we have 9.5 straight hours of tunes that are looped, right? So my goal is to put hopefully another 9 hours on it. Something I was going to ask, seeing is to the 9 to 5 while back. Have you ever had are you that guy? Kind of must be weird being. No, definitely not. Remember, Gary, where are we recognized from? Not the U.S. The demographic of this channel is not U.S. based. Period. Like, yeah, I have not. I've not been. There's barely any U.S. folk, especially Maryland kin amongst us out here on this 26K channel. It's a lot of it is from Europe, Northern Europe, and obviously in the UK. So I would have more of a chance of being possibly recognized across the pond than I would be over here. Mine is so EU based. Yeah. Well, it's just the music. It's just the music. It's the music we react to, and the demographic that follows the bands we react to. That's just what it is. It's wild. But yeah, no, US. I am incognito. I am just Daniel, and still am. But yeah, no. I don't think. Yeah. Well, no. Now it's shifting, guys. Now I'm letting you guys know. Now it's shifting towards more of a U.S. demographic because of the people we've brought up on the channel. So there's that. So yeah, pretty much all my demographics all across the pond with you guys. Tori is the only one right now on the East Coast. And yes, Night Kiss, you're never forgotten, brother. So yeah, Right now, Tori's the only other one on the East Coast time with me in the US. But even though we're probably like 1,000, not even, but pretty close, pretty far away from each other. you know, gonna drop a new album this fall. Are they still doing their cruise? It's gonna be an epic album. So the don't you know who I am thing? No, it never will, Gary. Never will. I will never. I'm not that person. I'm not that person. Don't you know who I am? Like, you get effed, bro. Like, you're nothing. Like, all right, bet. No, no. Um, okay, cool. They are having the cruise. That's to me, that's one of those bucket list items that I want to do at least once. US here, I'd recognize you, but you wouldn't have a clue what exactly. But you would say, hey, aren't you? And I'm like, hey, aren't you? Because you're one of the five. You're one of the five in the US. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, hey, I can narrow it down pretty well. Um, yeah, guys. So just one more time, Arius Nation. That's where it's at. That's where that project's at. It's if anything, it's interesting. If anything, it provides background noise. You know, like with me, listen, like with me when I work in my office, in the background is blah, like music, like whatever. So we try. I would like to try to at least navigate those channels, and I feel like the best way to do it with background music is stream this music with in the background. That way, there's no lyrics. No one can get all butthurt about it. So no harm, no foul. Because after a while, repetition is 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 killing me on the radio, and it's not my choice, not my radio. Av is good, Gary. Av is great. He is doing his thing. Um, he is a busy soul. He is working double jobs, and the weekends just stop working. Just stop working. It was a lot of effort to try to create those stories and get our schedules to line up. But it's not forgotten, and it's not over. That the Av Files is not over. It's just on hiatus right now, guys. That was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot to navigate. So right now, oh, honestly, Rec Nation is, I from the last two Fat Electrician reactions, looks like um it looks like the channel is out of the realm of the shadow ban. So that's good. I miss our 3 o'clock in the morning chat. Yeah, we were the only. We were basically talking to you, man, on that live stream. Um, but yeah, for real, man, for real. No, he's slaying real life right now out there. That's the most important thing. He's slaying life outside of this realm, which is goals, which is what you should all be doing. But yeah, make sure you tell your friends, family, enemies. We are having that. We are doing that music stuff. Um, anyone that is a mod, I'm pretty sure most of you guys are. Drop the link. I'll put the I'll pin the link to that channel, um, under in the comment section. But I know you guys. I know you guys have been over there once or twice. So yeah. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what that is. I gave you guys a look at behind the scenes a little bit, um, of what happens, what it takes, what it's doing, like the numbers of what it's doing, the live stream. So this is more of a part one of part two, I guess. We have to wait for the 24/7 or the latest round of live streams to stop, so it's actually processed and uploaded. So we'll see how it goes. But they didn't take it down. They haven't stopped the stream yet. So it's very interesting to me, to do this stuff. We're out here doing some crazy stuff, always trying to. My thing is, look, if we don't do it, and let's say we have someone and we talk to someone who is doing something similar, at least we have common ground, and I can at least say that what I've found with doing that, right? Got to try it all. Got to try it all. Perfect, Night Kiss. Perfect. And I think I'm going to add more instrumental. I want to try to add it tonight. I don't know if I can add music to a 24-hour stream. I hope I can. That would be cool. That way it's like the stream is set up, the stream is running on its own. It's its own beast, and I can like add to it. That would be phenomenal. That would be phenomenal. If I could just keep adding to it. That would be, I guess, and I guess the limit is more than 24 hours. Actually, no, it's limitless. At that point, it's limitless. It just doesn't loop. It doesn't loop. It just runs through its course of music. So, yeah. So we have dropped the longer form videos of the albums, right? You can listen front the beginning to end in one video, and we also have uploaded the individual tracks videos as well, but mainly the instrumentals. That's all album. That's just one out, like different albums or instrumentals, stuff like that. I'm having fun with it, guys. I'm having fun with it. Find a passion. For me, this is a great way for me to test the waters of numbers. See what it does. You got to see what's happening out there. You got to see what's happening out there. I need to know how things react. That's my head. That's where my headspace is. YouTube's constantly changing. YouTube's constantly updating stuff. So kind of being in the know, kind of throwing everything at it is the way to learn. I mean, pretty soon I want to be from where Embrace the Suck was in 2021 to where it is now is a completely different platform, completely different feeling, completely different vibe, And even in 2021, it was different than where, let's say, when Spencer just started uploading his music videos or his music, right? It was more of the Wild West then. Then when 2021 rolled around, we're like, oh, okay, this is a little bit different. We got to figure out how we're going to do this. But compared that to now, it's wild. It's every 4 years. It's like a completely different platform than it was back then. So anyway, guys, you guys are all legends. Thank you so much for rocking with me. You guys are like the best community on the whole freaking face of the YouTube, on the internets. Christian, cheers. Saludos. You will not regret. Indio Solari Nuestro Esclavo Live Nintendo. Yeah, listen, I'm always down. I have to check out more Soda Stereo. I have to check out a lot of things. We've slowed down. So finally, someone from the Soda Stereo crowd is in. Let me address this once and for all. Soda Stereo blocks a lot of my reactions. So letting you know that right off the bat, man. So Indio Solari, there you go. There you go, man. I would live in Tandil. Where's Tandil? Where's Tandil? I don't know. Don't know if that instrumentals on albums or so a DJ could go for pretty much, Gary. I agree. I agree 100%. Us here on this channel, look, check this out. Us here on this channel, Arius Nation is more of a metrics test of just seeing what's happening. I do love the background music. I need it. I love it. It's a way for me to unplug, right, without having to take note of every word. But it's a way for me to unplug and create something and see what it does with the numbers. I love looking at numbers. I love breaking it down, seeing what YouTube's doing with it, seeing what we can push, the boundaries we can push with this thing. So that's my test. Check it out. It's crazy. It's a crazy channel. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe you'll despise it. but it's ours though. It's in the footprint. Anyway, guys, much love. Make sure you unplug. Do something legendary. I think we're on a lag. I'm not too sure. I'm going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2,